It is Monday, 23rd of March, and this is Bartender's Breakfast. The entire drinks industry is on lockdown. All bars are closed. The government has announced that 80% of wages for workers not working due to the virus will be paid by the government. There is mounting pressure on the Olympics to be cancelled. So, welcome guys. It's the beginning of the crazy season. This is what life is going to be like, I guess, from now out for a little while. But yeah, as of Friday last week, the entire bar industry closed down here in the UK. All bars, restaurants, clubs, gyms, I believe, everything has been closed down, mandated by the government. So finally, they actually pulled the string, hit the button, and the bar industry is closed for the time being. Now, there are still bars out there that are doing takeout drinks, people that are clearing old stock, people that are actually being a bit more innovative and doing cocktails to go and things like that. My company has pivoted now to a home delivery system as a wholesaler. Quick interjection here, guys. David, I just wanted to say, if there's anyone you want to speak to on this show, or if you want me to get any guests on, if you want to jump on the show, talk about what you're doing in your city, then hit me up on Twitter at BartenderHQ, or hit me up in the comments below this video on Facebook or YouTube with your contact details. I'll get in touch. We will set up a Skype call and we will get you on the show. I really want this to be useful for bartenders. I want people to be able to share their stories out, so let's do it. So, in the meantime, we are going to be sharing a whole bunch of drinks. So they will be going out on different platforms. So it's going to be going out through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, probably TikTok, a few other places. So we will be sharing as many drinks as we can to kind of let people drink better at home. The whole point with that is that we're going to be trying to get as many people as we can actually enjoying their time at home, learning a little bit about drinks. We might end up, if the bar industry kind of rallied together and was telling people more about craft cocktails and sort of sharing the stories and things, maybe we end up with a better educated public at the end of all this. Who knows? It's worth a hope. In other news, the weather has become far better all of a sudden. Have you noticed? This weekend, people have been out in their gardens, people have been mowing the lawns. I mean, I guess they've got not a great deal else they can do at the minute, but getting some fresh air is a really good thing. If you end up cooped up just in your apartment, in your house, for however long this is going to be, it's not going to do you any good. However, do be careful when you're out and about. Do implement social distancing. Do all the rest of it. Do please follow the advice. The last thing we want is for unnecessary deaths because people just want to kind of get on with their lives as they can. As far as I can tell at the moment, other than people in supermarkets being absolute morons and trying to fight over stuff and everything else, I think we're doing a pretty good job. At this stage, in general, people are following the advice. There will always be some people that are idiots, but the government has mentioned that if people aren't following the advice enough, they will take further measures to keep people separate. We are following pretty much the same trajectory at the moment as Italy has, and Italy is an absolute mess in terms of the number of infections, the number of deaths that's causing. I believe yesterday we had the first 18-year-old died as a result of corona. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not something that is killing everyone that gets coronavirus at all. It tends to be people still that have got underlying medical conditions. However, that includes people like my son. So I personally need to make sure that I stay as far away from everyone else as possible. There will occasionally, of course, be runs to the shop. We need milk, we need bread, things like that. We were kind of stocked up on pretty much everything else because we had a feeling at the beginning of this that this might be the situation we would have to isolate and protect. So my son Ted comes under the whole social shielding thing, where he is at the moment recommended to stay away from everyone else, stay in the house for the next 12 weeks. So if you're getting a bit stir crazy after a weekend at home, spare a thought. Now, the other thing that has been mounting is pressure for the Olympics to be cancelled. The IOC and Japan still dragging their feet a little bit, which is weird. The Euros have been put back a year football-wise, so that's going to be next summer, assuming this is all blown over by then, or at least we can manage it a lot better. But the Olympics are still kind of insisting at the moment, oh, well, you know, we've put a lot of work in. No, come on. Guys, it's not happening, is it? Let's do the Olympics remotely. Let's get everyone on treadmills on Skype or something. Peloton maybe could sponsor the velodrome. We get Wii Sports. Like a Wii only costs you like £7 now at CEX. We can ship those out to every Olympian and they can all do bowling on the Wii Sports or something. But honestly, guys, what are your ideas for keeping your spirits up at the moment? Because I know it is depressing, it is scary times for people in the bar industry. I know there's a lot of bar operators that kind of closed just before the government actually put out the official advice to do it. I know there are Nando's and McDonald's, even their takeout and Deliveroo and all that kind of stuff is all shut down. They're finished. Over here, they're like, no, we will wait until we can reopen properly. Fair play to them. I know a lot of big shops are closing. I think Primark and Topshop and New Look and a whole bunch of the big chains have also closed down the clothes chains because, you know, it's not essentials at this point. So they're trying to reduce the amount of social mixing. What else do you think the government should do? Do you think we should have some sort of martial law army on the streets, keep people in their houses? Do you think we should all be okay to be sensible adults? Do you think we would be okay if we did that? I don't know. I don't know the solutions. This is not my job. It tends to be that crisis and quarantine management is above the pay grade of a guy that makes cocktails for a living. Other than that, I guess that's it, guys. I would love to see if there's any challenges. We've got a Quarantini challenge that is out there. If you want to make a cocktail, shoot a video of it, throw it on your Instagram page, or your Facebook or whatever. The idea with Quarantini is that people will make a drink using stuff that they find around the house. So you're in quarantine, you can only use what you already have to hand. It's cupboard foraging. That's what we're going for. So I would love to see some hashtag Quarantini challenges going up there. I would love to see you guys making the most of it, sharing your creativity with people. I'm sure there will be more challenges that come out. Jump on TikTok, try some new social networks. And just let's make the most of this, guys. I really want to network with as many people as possible, so hit me up, Bartender HQ Pics on Instagram, Bartender HQ on Twitter, on Facebook and on TikTok if you want to add me on any of those, and let's just have some fun on the internet while we can't meet in person. I've been David Eden Sangwell, and this is your Bartender's Breakfast for today. See you again tomorrow at 11.